Hello everyone, I'm Miss Alyssa and I'm a speech therapist at Pediatric Interactions. This week we are focusing on phonological processes which might impact your child's speech clarity. Phonological processes are a pattern or something that your child does to different words in their speech that simplifies the adult version of the word. And this is common for kids when they're really young and just learning to talk, but they are expected to stop doing some of these phonological patterns by a certain age, depending on the pattern. So today I'm going to talk about final consonant deletion. And so this would be something when your child leaves the last consonant or the last sound off of a word. So they might say something like moo for moon, or bow for boat, or sue for soup. And this is expected to be resolved. Your child shouldn't be doing this anymore by the time they're 3. So I'm going to go through a couple of different ways you can support your child at home if you notice that they have final consonant deletion in their speech. So the first thing that I really like to use is the idea of a caboose on a train. It's a fun word to say, and a lot of kids really like trains. So this is a really good, fun, meaningful way to teach this idea to your child about the caboose, the end of the train, just like our caboose would be the end sound at the end of a word. So you can use just a really simple picture of a train with a caboose. I like the ones that have 3 train cars because there's a lot of words that have 3 letters that we can target when we're working on final consonant deletion. This particular visual is from the Speech Cloud from Teachers Pay Teachers. And this is something that you can have in front of your child while you're practicing some different words by making sure they put in the final sound. So you can have them point to each one as they are saying the sound, and then when they point to the caboose to make sure that they're saying the sound with it. So it might look like moon, or you can even tap each one, soup. Something else that you can do, especially if your child is starting to learn how to read and to get them introduced to letters, is you can even laminate a sheet like this and then write the letters on each one. So if it's a 3-letter word, you might write H-O-P, and that can draw their attention even more to that final sound. Hop. Another thing you can do if you laminate a sheet like this, it's really fun to use it as a smash mat for Play-Doh. So you can roll up different balls of Play-Doh and then put them as their balls on top of the train. And then as they say each sound of the word, they can smash them. Or you can just put it on the final sound of the word, and then they can smash the Play-Doh with their finger or their hand when they say the word and say the ending sound. Another thing that you can do is use real toy trains if you have these at home. The same way you would just put them together and have them say the different parts of the word as they are touching the different train pieces. And it's even just a fun visual to start to get them to be aware of what they're doing in their speech. You can talk about, oh, your caboose came off, or your train didn't have the caboose. Let's try to get it back on and say that again. Hop. So it's a good visual for them and way for them to be more aware of what they're doing so that they can correct it. Another thing that I like to use, which we can use with other phonological processes as well, but I'm going to talk about it just with final consonant deletion today, is it's something we call minimal pairs. And basically what that means is you're going to use 2 different words, the word that your child kind of might be producing for that word, so like moo, and then the word that we want them to be saying, like moon. They're exactly the same word except for that final sound. So this is another really good way to kind of draw their attention to, oh, you said moo. That's what a cow says, but you were pointing up to the sky. I think you meant moon. So you can, again, it helps draw their attention to, if I don't, say this final sound, then that word has a different meaning, or it doesn't have a meaning. And this is a nice way too for them to then hear the difference, for you to say moo, moon. And it can just kind of, again, draw their attention to that final sound so that they're a little bit more familiar with this. I got these visuals online as well. I got them, oh, it says it here, a long time ago. The SLT scrapbook is where these are from. So that's another fun way. I have a bunch of these and the pieces go together. So you can do another one, bow, boat. Again, drawing their attention to, if you leave off that t sound at the end, I think you're saying bow. They have two different meanings. So working on one and then the other can kind of be a way for them to hear it and then make that change. So those are a couple of my favorite ways to target final consonant deletion. We will be focusing on other phonological processes throughout the week with our other therapists. So if you have any other questions or concerns, you can always contact Pediatric Interactions, and we hope to see you soon. Thank you.